Hey everyone, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a great day today and are making the most out of it and have many things to be thankful for. Hey, I wanted to make this video. This has been on my mind all week long. I've been wanting to make this video now for a couple days. It has really been scratching at the back of my head, and it's frustrating because I'll tell you the story. Last week I went to an Oiler Connection Day. It was a job fair at the university. All right, and basically what employers got to do is they got to basically view a bunch of college students who were ready to get into the working field. We would tell them a little bit about CrossFit, what it was that we would do, what we were looking for, or whatever your business was. Just explain to them what your business is. So anyway, I go through about 300 students, telling them about what CrossFit is, how we work, how we're different, how we put an untraditional spin on the fitness business model. And what came out and what came was several times I had groups of 5, 10 people that I was speaking to just about CrossFit multiple times throughout this day. And I would get I got this one question that is just stuck in the back of my mind. And it was a girl, it was in a bit of a rude way. I'm not going to lie. I was talking about the fitness business model. I see her, she raises her hand, and I'm thinking, I wonder what this question is. I'm in kind of the middle of my speech and asked for questions, and yet would have at the end. And she put her hand up. I said, yeah, question. She goes, is CrossFit a fad? And I stopped and I thought for a second. I thought, is CrossFit a fad? I said, well, you know what? Anything we do in CrossFit isn't really that different. It's not really that new. And I said this, there was about a group of 10 college students that I was talking to. And I said this to them. And, I've heard this question before, but I've always overlooked it. I've never really dove into it and had to actually explain a reasoning on why CrossFit is not a fad. And this is exactly what I said to her. I looked and I said, do you think CrossFit's a fad? She goes, yeah, I think CrossFit's a fad. I said, is Olympic weightlifting a fad? She didn't even know what Olympic weightlifting was. She goes, I don't know. I said, well, Olympic weightlifting has been around since the 19th century. Is track and field a fad? Track and field's been around since 500 BC. The first running competition was in Egypt in 500 BC. Is gymnastics a fad? Gymnastics has been around for 2,000 years, all three which are Olympic sports I just mentioned: weightlifting, gymnastics, track and field. Nothing we're doing in CrossFit is that new. We're not reinventing the wheel with CrossFit. We just took the most challenging movements basically in the world, and we put them into an exercise protocol, an exercise regimen, an exercise program. The deadlift, the squat, those are functional movements. We did not reinvent anything. There's not a way that we created something new. We just took everything that's already been created. We took the best exercises and we just put them together for a timed workout. The reason I don't think CrossFit is a fad is because CrossFit is a fitness program, but it's more of a lifestyle and a hobby. Things that you don't see that are fads, for example, lifestyles or hobbies, could be a football. Football could be a lifestyle or a hobby. Hockey, it can be a lifestyle or a hobby. Basketball, volleyball, swimming. These are sports that people compete in, yes, but it's also a way of life. And that's why I think CrossFit is very much different than other traditional fads, to say. I'm not sure what exactly a fitness fad would even be. Is aerobics a fitness fad? Is that considered a fitness fad? The definition of a fad is something that comes and goes in times of popularity. CrossFit is popular, yes, but it's, like I said, it's nothing that we have reinvented. I really see the future of CrossFit becoming something more of CrossFit being the thing that everybody does. And right now, what CrossFit is you're kind of the minority if you do CrossFit. It's kind of like you're kind of a minority if you're doing CrossFit. And I think what's going to happen in the future is, because CrossFit is spreading so rapidly and because it's changing so many more people's lives, we've made a huge dent in the fitness industry with CrossFit. And it has affected more people's lives than probably most other fitness regimens have. And the success that we've had with it is absolutely outrageous. Instead of people considering you as the minority for doing CrossFit, I really think what's going to happen in the future, in years to come, is going to be that CrossFit is just it's going to be the regular. It's going to be a thing everyone does. And I think that you're going to become more of the minority to say if you're not doing CrossFit. And not that that's a bad thing that you're not doing CrossFit, but I think the tables are going to turn, which they have been, and it's been proven in the last couple years. When I first got into CrossFit, there were about 4,000 affiliates. I'm pretty sure we joined the affiliate program and there was 3,500 plus some. Not exactly I don't know the exact numbers, but there was under 4,000 we joined in. And today there's over 10,000 affiliates worldwide. And that's been in the time of 2 years. It's a short amount of time for such an incredible amount of growth, especially in today's economy. Not to get into too much of the business side of things, but I'll just tell you a little bit on also why I don't think CrossFit is a fad is there's a 98% success rate on a CrossFit gym owner. If you open a CrossFit gym, you have a 98% business success rate, which is really high in today's economy, in today's tough times. It's not normal seeing an industry bringing in 98% business. And what is actually found is 1% of those businesses that failed of the 98% are military personnel who has gotten called off to duty and who's had to close their gym. The other 1%, various reasons on why they could have closed, could have been service, could have been bad coaching quality, could have just been the person didn't care enough. But 98% success rate, 1% were military personnel that had to shut their doors for active duty, which God bless our troops. But and it really does irritate me, the question that she asked me, is CrossFit a fad? I'm going to let you decide for yourself if you think CrossFit's a fad. Do you think it's here to stay? I feel very, very strongly about it, and I think it's here to stay. Like I said, nothing we're doing is reinventing the wheel. We're just taking the most challenging exercises, and CrossFit is giving them a way to demonstrate them to people on a regular basis. We've took the snatch, a really scary Olympic weightlifting movement, the most challenging, most explosive movement, and we've taught it to your grandmother, your mom of 5, your 15-year-old kid, your 5-year-old kid in our kids class. We've showed them what a snatch is, and it's something that has never been introduced to people before. The snatch has been around since like I said, the 19th century when Olympic weightlifting has been around, but yet most of America or most of the world today doesn't know what a snatch is. It's something that only a small majority of people have done in the past, and now with CrossFit, it's something that a large majority of people are doing because people have been given the knowledge, the skills, the understanding of the snatch, how to teach the snatch, how to perform the snatch correctly and safely. And it's no different than any of our other exercises. You know, I get kids all the time who have come into our gym and they've done gymnastics in the past, and you know they get all the gymnastic stuff with CrossFit. We didn't invent the kipping pull-up. We didn't invent a handstand push-up. We didn't invent a wall walk. It's things that have been around in gymnastics for over 1,000 years, 2,000 years now, and we have just found a way to teach it to people, and they really do enjoy it. And you know, I don't think CrossFit's a fad because it's nothing really that new. It's things that have been around forever. And I really do want to hear your feedback, though. Please share some comments on here and tell me if you think CrossFit's a fad or what a fad, I guess, of a fitness fad would be. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, this is Michael Mathis from CrossFit M2. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.